All right, guys, I got some absolutely gigantic breaking news for you right now. So we just got the Iowa Seltzer poll that came in, and this is considered one of the gold standards for polls. And I'll go through the history with you in a little bit of what their numbers were in the past and how close they were with their prediction and what it says for the rest of the election. But listen, Iowa is a state that is supposed to be very, very comfortably Trump. If you look at all the polls leading up to this one, it has Trump with, varying degrees of a lead, right? In theory, if Trump is running very strong, he should be up double digits in Iowa. So we just got the results of the Iowa Seltzer poll in. Again, gold standard of polling. And the results are Kamala 47% and Trump 44%. You heard me right. Kamala Harris is leading by 3 in the state of Iowa right now. Listen, here's why this is important. This isn't just a story about Iowa, right? This isn't just about the state of Iowa and how they're going to vote. This is an indication of what the rest of the country could look like. So to give you the history of this, again, gold standard poll. In 2020, the Iowa Seltzer poll was 48 to 41. Trump had 48, Biden had 41, right? So Biden was down 7 in Iowa. And remember, he still went on to win the election, but he was down 7 in the Iowa Seltzer poll. By the way, what was the final result? It was Trump 53, Biden 44. So in other words, the poll had Biden down 7. Biden ended up losing by 9. Very close, right? Very close. Very solid poll results there. They're highly accurate. To go back to 2016, the results were 46 to 39. So you had Trump with 46, Hillary with 39. So again, Hillary was also down 7 points to Trump in the Iowa Seltzer poll in 2016. And the final results ended up being Trump 51, Hillary 41. So Trump ended up winning by 10. Again, pretty close. They had the poll. She's down 7. She ended up losing by 10. For Biden, he was down 7. He ended up losing by 9. Again, Kamala Harris is plus 3, y'all. So, look, worst case scenario for her, she loses it by a point or 2, right? But with the margin being that tight in Iowa, again, what does that say about the rest of the states? What does that say about the blue states? What does that say about the swing states? If this is a harbinger of things to come, which it almost certainly is, then Trump is in real serious trouble, man. He is hurting right now. I mean, this is a disaster for him. This number is wild, bro. So just to give you a little bit more context on Iowa, Obama won Iowa in 2008. I believe he also won it in 2012, but I think by less of a margin, right? But that was the last Democrat to win in Iowa. It's been pretty solidly red since then. It hasn't even really been viewed as much of a swing state. It wasn't really viewed as a swing state in 2016. It wasn't really viewed as a swing state in 2020. It's like it's a lean Republican state, if not just solidly Republican state. Again, I want to repeat, Kamala Harris is up in the Iowa Seltzer poll. She has 47%. Trump has 44%. This is, if you're in the Trump campaign, this is a 5-alarm fire, man. This is like shit. All hands on deck. We are hurting. We are hemorrhaging at the moment. We got to do something to try to stop the bleeding because look, let's just say it, right? Does this mean Florida truly is in play for Kamala, right? Does this mean Ohio might actually be in play for Kamala? I mean, now you begin to start having the conversations. Forget the 7 swing states we already talk about all the time. Are there other states that we don't perceive of as swing states that might actually be on the table now, right? I saw some polls coming out of Kansas that had her down like 5 points, right? I mean, in striking distance in Iowa, look, again, I want to be clear. Even if she ends up losing Iowa, and let's say she loses it by a point or 2, that is still, this is what everybody needs to understand, that is still an absolute cataclysmic disaster for Trump and the Republicans. because this does not bode well for their chances in the other states, right? Certainly not in the swing states. So, look, all those segments that we've covered over the past 2 or 3 weeks where I've been telling you guys, hey man, she's running a pretty good campaign. Hey man, the poll results are looking really good. Hey man, the early voting results are looking really good. It appears to be complete and utter vindication now. So one of the things I'm working on in my prep, what I'm going to do for Monday, for the show Monday, the day before the election, is I'm going to do some of my like final thoughts and comments and potentially a prediction. And the result of this poll has now led me to reevaluate with my final prediction and lean even more pro-Kamala, right? Give her maybe a stronger margin of victory. Again, okay, so here's the final point. Ready, guys? This is the thing. If Trump was up in Iowa 7 points or less, that would have been a disaster. If we were recording this video right now and I was telling you the poll result is Trump +5 in Iowa, my commentary would also have to be, hey man, this does not bode well for Trump. He should be up 12 points in Iowa, right? So, and I was thinking that before the poll results were even released. I saw somebody say this on Twitter, and I was nodding along in agreement. They're like, yeah, if Trump is up 7 or less, that is not a good poll for him. That's not a good poll for the campaign. That is dangerous for the election for them. Again, I want to reiterate, not only is he not up 7 or less, he's down 3, 47 to 44. Bro. I mean, I don't want to go overboard here, but I hear something in the distance. Is that a fat lady? Is she singing? What's going on out there? I don't know. I can't hear it perfectly yet, so I don't want to comment on it, but I might be beginning to hear a little something in the distance now. So anyway, huge breaking news. Had to bring this to you guys. This is a wild result, bro. This is a wild result. And it really, really does not look good for the Trump people right now. It really does not look good. The result is so bad for the Trump campaign. When I first saw it, I was doing a double take like, no. Is somebody spreading misinformation and I'm going to go look up what the actual result was from the Iowa Seltzer poll and it's going to be like Trump +9? Like the first tweet I saw, it said Kamala +3. I'm like, nope, that can't be right. I gotta fact check that. This is just a rando Twitter account. It can't possibly be right. It is right. 3 seconds later, they started talking about it on CNN. Wow. Nobody could have seen this strong of a result for Kamala coming out of Iowa. And again, that is for the other states, they got to be in panic mode right now, bro. Because a poll like this means it now, without a doubt, a very comfortable victory for Kamala is on the table. Initially, I was thinking we're not going to know the results of the election for like at least a week. Now, it is certainly on the table. It is very likely we know it that night if the margins are, that strong. So, +3, Kamala. In Iowa, bro. Hillary lost Iowa. Biden lost Iowa. Obama was the last Democrat to win Iowa. Again, gold standard poll. You heard, right? They had Biden down 7. They had Hillary down 7 in the poll in 2016 and 2020. The final result was Biden lost by 9. Hillary lost by 10. Very solid poll. Kamala +3 means even if this poll is off in a way that's bad for the Democrats, she loses Iowa by 1 or 2. But what does that mean about the rest of the states? It means Trump is in a hell of a lot of danger at the moment.